Come here. I know that we have the tendency to want to go back. Now, this tendency to want to go back may be going back to a relationship, or it may be going back to a situation, a job, or whatever have you. Whatever your tendency to go back is, you can place it on. It's situational. You can place it where you need to. But I'm gonna tell you something. Learn how to enjoy the fact that God has pulled you out of a wilderness. And I understand that the tendency to run back is strong because we are comfortable with what we are familiar with. We are comfortable with what we are familiar with. So I understand the tendency or the urgency to run back to familiarity. But I do want you to understand, and I do want to caution against it, because you are running back to a dried up place. You are running back to a place that the Lord is no longer at. There's no longer prosperity there. There's no longer blessings there. There's no longer a covering there. Do not go back. Whatever your go back is, again, you can place it on whatever you need to. It's situational. Whatever that may look like for you, whether it's going back to drinking, going back to partying, whatever it looks like for you, do not go back to a place that the Lord is no longer at, or his covering is no longer there. Again, we tend to run back because we're familiar and we're comfortable with what we're familiar with. But do not run back to a dried up place, or do not run back to a dried up circumstance or situation. Do not run back to a dried up person, okay? I understand the urgency. Just like the Israelites, when things got hard for them on their journey through the wilderness, they wanted to go back to Egypt. Remember, they were slaves in Egypt. They had dealt with the harsh hand of Pharaoh in Egypt. But the minute things had got rough for them on their journey to greatness, they wanted to run back to slavery. So I understand the urgency. But you cannot go back to slavery. God is love, man. God is peace. I love y'all.